Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a quick little video about green screens and some of the things you can get that might be beneficial to you, and some warnings. One of the warnings I have to give you is if you have a cam or a camera or whatever that's a wide screen or wide view, you have to be super careful what kind of background green screen you get, because if you just have one of those oval ones or whatever, rectangle or oval, whatever the size, goes right behind you or fits onto your chair, it might not work with your webcam like an e-meet because the radius isn't enough. It picks up stuff on the outside. So over here, push your hand over here, and it'll start bleeding through things outside the range of your green screen, what it's blocking. And so you have to worry about that. And that's the same thing with you got those ones behind you, just covering your particular shape. That could be a problem. I went and got a green screen. It wasn't, I thought it was going to be great. I thought it was long enough and big enough, but it wasn't. And I really did think it was going to match perfectly. But let me show you what I got. I got this green screen backdrop kit with stand. It's from the Jebutu store. And it wasn't a bad little deal, but it was only, it was 5 by 6.5 foot. And for my needs, it just wasn't long enough across. It looked like it would be, and it was pretty big. And the other problem I had with it was I should have really thought about the tripod, because the tripod has to go right behind my computer chair. If I roll my computer chair back, I bump into it. So this thing needed to be close up behind me in order to get my camera to pick up most of the green screen and not go outside the borders of it. So what I did then was I ordered something else. And as you can see, this is a lot bigger. It's a 6.5 by 10 foot. It still has a tripod, which is fine because it's bigger, I can offset it from behind my computer chair, and it will still cover seems to cover most of everything I need it to cover. But the length of it can be an issue because I don't really need this part on the floor. The other one didn't go down that far. And you can see all the little gadgets I got it there. But this goes all the way down here and then on the floor this far. And I rolled it back farther behind so that the edge came all the way down about here. Took most of this off the floor because I don't need that for for making web videos. Not currently. It might come in handy doing something else. But I did that. I rolled it down about here, clipped it on. You have to clip it on perfectly. And seemed to do the job. And I'll show you how it's doing the job. So let's see how it's doing the job. Okay. Remember, I'm using NVIDIA's background removal more than the app. And that comes with OBS. I'm using OBS Studio. And I'm using NVIDIA's background removal and using my own background, not the AI generated one, because me and that didn't get along too well, or it was a bit annoying. Didn't have the right things I wanted or anything else. But that's okay. So let's go look at this. Now see, It's longer, but it still doesn't pick up everything. I got to be careful what I put certain places. And I'm still working on the adjustment of how I turn things. I wish I had one that sort of curved in like a curve, but this works pretty well. I should have kept this white pillow out of there. That would have offset it, or set it off, I guess, if I wasn't careful. But in OBS, I'm using the chroma key and the NVIDIA background removal, which I'll do now. And there you go. If you remember, I got my pillow over here, and it's not picking it up. You notice it didn't go. Because I have the eMeet camera. It's going a wider range than I thought. So even with the green screen that long, it's still not enough to cover, and it's really only about here behind me. Because of the tripod, I can't get it any closer. If it had the stands on the side, I might be able to do it. Might be able to even bend it a little to get it to curve in. But it seemed to be doing all right. Doing pretty good. The problem with them is these kind of backdrops, green screens, they don't really... you can't just set it up and forget it. It's not in a multi-purpose room. If you have a dedicated room, you can get away with leaving this up all the time. But for me, I have to basically, if I want to use a green screen, want to use this background, I have to put it up, put it together, and then when I'm done, take it down. Because behind that is my bed. And my TV is over there, so anyway, this green screen's a really nice deal, and NVIDIA's background removal is very nice. But you have to be super careful with the green screen. Get the one that matches best for your video recording device, your cam, your webcam, or whatever, because this thing just basically keeps it in place and is doing its job. But the other one that was shorter, and those taller than me, wider than me, still had problems covering everything I needed to cover. And this works out pretty nicely. I think it's good, it's inexpensive, but you have to be careful with the knobs. The tripod can be problematic if you need it right behind you, and it's not going to last forever, I'll tell you that. The knobs can break, the thing can break, the wash and iron and the green screen, you're supposed to iron it out. I didn't do that because I'm lazy and I don't want to go iron a green screen. So I just unfolded it and stuck it up, and it seemed to be working pretty good for the most part. I still have some tweaking to do with some settings, but working out pretty well. Anyway, I thought I'd tell you about this and show you some places where you might, or products that you might consider if you don't have a lot of money, like a lot of us in America these days. Take care, and I'll see you again at another time.